Having fun?
Oh yeah, always, especially on Saturday. Hey T-Tubers, I am back. Welcome back. Guess who's back again. I am headed to a property to install some landscape out here in the country. And we have a couple different species of plants we're putting in. We have a Robolini palm, some Hawaiian ties, some Tetra crotons, and we got some, I think, viburnum hedges, and then we're gonna do some mulching, a little bit of rock around the palm. Nothing too big. It's not a crazy design, you know. It's just a small landscape job, you know, within the customer's budget. You know, it's like I said, it's nothing too big. It's just something that I think that you guys might want to see. Like I said in my other video, you know, I'm gonna try to get all the content that I can. I mean, most of my stuff's gonna be like airboats and airboating on the river and doing stuff like that, but you know, I will be adding content with my business too. Some of the stuff that I do, not everything, but just stuff that I think that people would be interested in. So yeah, I'm headed there now. Should probably be there in about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna get to work on a Saturday. Ooh. Alright guys, I'll see you there. Alright guys, we are here. I'm going to try to find a spot because there's other people here too. And we're going to try to get started on this job, this jizzob. basically got all the small plants done. That was, I guess, somewhat of the easy part. This thing right here, on the other hand, is gonna be somewhat of the hard part, because for one, with these, they have spikes all up in here, spikies. So these things right here will poke you, and usually they have some kind of poison in them, and it'll make you itch sometimes, I guess, some people. So the way to do this is to dig a hole, and then you measure from the bottom, the root ball, to the top right here. I would say I usually measure to right here, because you want to keep this up out of the ground a little bit, so water can get on the top of the roots right here. And then you actually make like a donut mound ring around it, which you'll see. But yeah, so you got to measure this thing, dig the hole, stick a tape measure down in there, make sure that it's the same measurement, because this thing is heavy. This is a 30-gallon Robolini palm, and it is heavy, and once it goes down in there, it's not easy to pull it back out, especially by yourself. And you know, the thorns that are on it, those suck, and usually most of the time you're gonna get poked a couple times. So we'll see how this one goes. This should be the last hardest thing. Then we're gonna put some mulch down. We got some chocolate brown mulch, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a rock design around the Robolini. You'll see how that goes around the donut ring. So yeah, let's get to it. Looks like we got 18 inches. 18 inches on the Pokely Robolini. Looks like we're about there. Once I clean up this hole a little bit, we should be ready to roll her on in and start making the ring around it. But yeah, it's hot. It's extremely hot and dripping sweat. Definitely dripping sweat. So let's get back to it. Alright guys, this is the ring I was talking about. Look, a little donut. You can see how clay and hard this stuff is, so this was definitely a challenge, because usually I'm used to smooth, sandier dirt, loose dirt, but this stuff is actually good for this little watering ring, because when it gets watered anytime from rain or anything, you want the water to sit in here. You don't want the root ball to be down in the ground engulfed, because it can get flooded and waterlogged. It could be too much water and kill the tree, and that's basically a retainer for water. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup, and then we're going to start putting the mulch in. We might start here so I can get the rock around the ring, and then we'll start wrapping it up after that. the reason why I do the rock is because when you make the dirt ring, if it's not really compact and clay like this material is, it's like sandy and it washes out easy. So I usually make the rock so it doesn't wash out the ring. And then the rock usually comes with like a dew on it. You can see how some of them are white because it's drying, and you can't really see the actual salt and pepper, which this rock is. It's a salt and pepper rock. So let me show you guys the magic.